Designer on me, this they new Chanel. This they split, this they drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Able to pick up a dozen yards on the keeper, but now it's 4th down.
12-yard gain. It's now 4th.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away.
The punt for the Ravens.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a 2nd down and 6. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Ain't here like I ain't that savage.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Bengal first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Patrick Queen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 38.
I think if you asked them truthfully, they would have been happy to get 8, 9, maybe even 10 yards there and give them a manageable 3rd down attempt. Instead, he found plenty of room there on the catch and run and turned 2nd and long into not just a 1st down, but a huge play.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Logan Wilson on the tackle. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
That's out to the left and complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, the catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
There's Jackson on third and long. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
29-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
At the 30-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Now 3rd and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the blood. Hurt. Mike, check. Here we go. 49's the Mike. Watch 49.
Mixon trying to punch it in. Boy, no chance, as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Bullock's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 17, Ravens 7.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
28-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Mixing the ball carry.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Again, it's Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
For the Bengals.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
1st down,
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
7.
2nd and 2. Dobbins running out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score, but you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Bengals 17, Ravens 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up
now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Burrow looking to pass. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And able to find Green. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mixon on the toss right. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Bengals, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.